Hello and welcome in the practical JavaScript session. So here we'll be talking about releasing yourself from console. So let me tell you that what do I mean by this particular session and what I will be basically talking about here. So okay, let us go on this site, okay? And from here, let me do this thing. Let me show it from here itself. So as you can see over here in the code, what we have done up till now, we have created these controls, right, which are going to interact with the user. They will be like in this particular control, we will be taking the user input, and this particular data will be reflected into the JavaScript code which is written over here. So this is the JavaScript code, right? So you have issue list object, you have handler object. Now this handler object is basically handling all these methods, and through these methods you are basically calling the method which is available inside the issue list object, right? Now from here, see what basically we would like to do. Okay, so let me just close everything. Now let us move on to the this particular part. Now see basically what is happening when you are entering the issue. This particular issue you can see in the console window. So here you can see the issue, right? When you will be writing, let's say issue 1, and if you say add, so this particular issue is available over here. So this is called the console part, right? But when you will be working with the application, what basically you want, whenever you are adding the issue, this particular issue should be available in this particular area, right? So this is the working area where this particular issue should be available. So how exactly you will be working on this particular part, this is what we are going to learn in this particular session. Okay, so for this, let me just come on to the code part and then you will be slowly understanding. So if you just go back and if you see that after my controls, I have this horizontal row, and after this I would like to display the list items over here. So when I will be keep on adding the issues, those issues should be available over here, and issues will be coming in the form of li. But now the problem here is, if you will be providing the li over here, right, what will happen, you will be putting the li value here, and that way this particular value is going to be static. It is not going to be dynamic. And what exactly we want, when user will be adding the data, this particular data or the issue should be available inside the li. Okay, so this we will not be doing here hard coded. So this particular thing should happen. Let me just write to do over here, and here we would like to display the issue list. Okay, so this particular thing should be dynamic. Okay, so now try to understand from here. So how exactly you will be putting this thing as a dynamic thing? Okay, let me just come over here and try to do one thing, that when you will be updating this, you have this to-do list available. Let us do one thing. Let me just inspect this thing. Now here you can see this UL is selected right now. So when I want to take this particular UL, what basically I want to do, whenever a particular issue will be added, that particular time I should have one list item over here, right? So how these things will be done? Let us try to understand. So very first thing is, I would like to get this UL. Okay, so how exactly this UL will be picked up, so that you need to understand. So see, we have this document dot query selector. This is the method query selector, right? And here you will be specifying the tag. So let's say you want to select the UL, right? Once you will be selecting this particular UL, I say that this particular UL is going to be issue UL. Okay, I just refer it in this particular way. Now when you will say what is there in the issue UL, what is there in the issue UL, see this particular UL would have been selected. Okay, now what basically you want to do, whenever this particular UL is selected, now you want to add the li item into this. So how exactly it should be added? Again, you will be creating one variable, and this variable is going to be the issue li. Okay, now how you will be creating the li, right? So see, previously you have used query selector. This query selector is used for selecting a particular tag from here. Now inside that particular tag you want to create your own tag, so you will be creating it with the help of document dot create element method. Now inside the element, which particular tag you are interested to create, you want to create the li into this. Okay, so once this li is created, see if I say issue li, okay, let us see, it is creating the li tag for me, right? Now this particular li tag you want to add inside the ul. So how you will be adding this thing? You issue ul dot append child. Okay, this append child method you will be using, and here you will say issue li. So this particular thing will be added over here. So as you can see this particular thing, right? What is happening basically inside the UL, this LI is getting appended over here. Now you might be thinking that from where this particular LI has come and how exactly it is coming. It should be coming basically in the form of bulleted list, right? So for this particular thing, when I was writing the CSS part, that time I have written the CSS for li, that how exactly my li should look like. Okay, so this is how basically my li code is available, and that way this li will be available on my application as well. Okay, so this is what I wanted to explain to you. Now try to understand one thing, that how this particular functionality will be working, that when you will be adding something into this text box and you say you just click on this add button, that particular time this li item should be available over here. So for this thing, let us go back into the code part, open the script. Now here what I will be doing, we will be creating one variable, and this variable is going to be view. Okay, now see, you have a clear picture now in front of you. You have issue list object, that is the data, this is the handler, that is controller, and this is basically the view. So if you see over here, I have implemented the MVC layer, right? MVC, that is model is something data, handler is your controller, and this is the view part. So you have MVC architecture that we are basically implementing on this JavaScript application. Okay, so now from here try to understand few more things. Now you have this view method, sorry, view object. Now from this particular object you want to display the data on browser window, right? So you will say display and you will say function. This is the function. Okay, now inside the function, what basically you want to do? So inside the function, one second guys, this function is not coming in a proper case. So this is the function. Okay, now inside the function, what basically you want to do, you want to create the issue ul, issue li, and inside the issue ul you would like to append the issue li. So how exactly you will do this particular thing? You have already written the code, so I'm not going to write it. It will be saving my time. So let me just copy it from here. Let us put it over here. Now once this is available, now you want to create the li element. So you want to create the li element, and once this li element is available, now what you will be doing, issue ul dot append child. Okay, so once this will be appended, you will say issue li. Okay, so this way this particular thing will be created. Now the question is, where this view methods display or view objects display method should be called, right? This should be called inside the handler, and that too with the add issue method. So just open this add issue, and before you empty the issue text field, from here itself you will be adding this issue. Okay, so this way you will be calling view dot display issue method. Now this way it should display. Okay, so let me just save everything, come on to this, make the changes, say issue 1 So now you can see it is available over here. Now say issue to. So you can see it is incrementing. Let us try to understand one particular problem. What problem you will be facing? Okay. So view dot display issue. Let me just call this. Now what it should display? You just try to understand. Let me just pause here, or you can pause me and you can think about it. When I am calling this view dot display issue method, what should happen? Ideally, you might be thinking that it is going to display the number of issues that are available, right? So what should happen with this particular case? It should be displaying these two or something else. Let us try. Now see, when I have only two issues available, how we are displaying the three issue items? This is something wrong, right? And this is the discussion point of the next session. Like I will be showing you, we will be discussing this particular thing, that what exactly the problem over here is and how this particular problem can be resolved, right? So thank you very much guys to listen me so patiently, and try to do it by yourself as well, and we will be learning lot many things into this session. Thank you very much.